everybody, and welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert. As you can see, we build ourselves the Enigmatica Tree of Life at last. And now that we have this built, we've crafted ourselves all of our Mastery shards. So I hope you enjoy. Hey, before we begin, I just want to let you know there is now a world download in the description down below. If you join our Discord, you'll be able to download it from there and by clicking the link in the description. So if you would like to play on the world yourself, click the link in the description down below and join our Discord as well. Why not? Okay, so today we are finally going to be making ourselves the Enigmatica Tree of Life. This has been taking forever. And if you've noticed, I haven't uploaded in nearly a month. And I apologize for that, but there was a few things IRL which I won't get into that happened, and I just won't go into it now. But I did have to take a break. But I have been streaming in between the last few episodes. So, what we were doing on stream is we were preparing for all of the stuff we're going to need for the Enigmatica Tree of Life. So, over here, we have all the chests, and everything in here is all of the different Mastery Shard required ingredients. So we're going to be building the tree right here, and it took us about 5 or so live streams and like another 100 hours just for me to craft all this stuff in between. I don't know if 100 is maybe a bit too much, but oh, I need to know my map. But yeah, it's been taking a long time to get all this prepared because so many things required long hours of crafting. I've left my PC on non-stop. We are over nearly over 1,000 hours in this game already. And we started this mod pack 8 months ago, back in March, I think. So yeah, this has been taking a long time. And it's the longest running mod pack series I have. And I can't wait to get into the new mod pack, which the new mod pack going to be replacing E6E is going to be all the mods 8. So I'm actually excited to play that because I haven't really played much of the new, what is it, the Wild update I think it's called? Yeah, so I can't wait to try that out. But anyway, today we're building the tree and we're going to be getting it all set up and crafting ourselves all of the different Mastery Shards. And then next episode, we're going to be using those Mastery Shard tokens that we got, or we're going to get now, because each one of these guys require 50 shards. And that's going to make us a token. And then once we have all the tokens, we'll be able to make ourselves the creative world shaper. Now, I think there's a couple of things in here that I'm still not going to have to set up to craft, like this laptunium ingots. It's not too bad, it's just a shifting star. I have shifting star auto crafting. I'm going to have to craft a bunch of these. I'm going to have to count how many of them I'm going to require. We'll get into that now next episode. But today we're building the tree, and I have everything on me. I've gathered all the materials and prepared everything, and I have the copy-paste gadget ready to go. And if we have a look inside, there is nothing that is missing. If there was, you would see construction paste at the very last item. So I have it prepared and ready to go here. As you can see, we had the quarried out area for it. So if I just right click, it should build a tree right here. And I just need to double check, make sure nothing's clipping the tree. I know the slime island is right on top of it. So I just want to make sure. Okay, there's a couple of little slimy vines hanging down. I just want to get rid of those. And yep, guaranteed nothing is touching, so let's build it right now. Yep, my frame rate is going down like crazy, but if you look there, you can see the thing being filled in. Oh my god, it's finally happening. Once the frame rate comes back to normal, we know the tree is built. And I think it's done. Okay, is that... Damn, okay, the tree is built. Perfect. Now, of course, the ground is a little bit off because I tried to level it with the ground back here, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of terraforming, but I won't worry about that right now. To make sure the tree definitely built, here's the controller, and if we open this and the thing says status idle, it worked. Yes, it did. Perfect. So the Enigmatica Tree of Life is built. Oh my god, this thing's amazing. Now, there's a little door on the back here, which is how you get in, because you don't control any of the stuff up top. You do it down here. Down here is where you input all of your items and fluids and mana. So here is a fluid item, or a fluid input port. There's 2 of them here. There is 2 more here, and there's 2 more over there. So there's 6 of them in total. You've got 1 mana port there, 1 mana port there, 1 mana port there, and a total of 3. And then you've got 2 input, you've got 2 ports here, an item input and an item output. You'll put your items in here that are needed to craft your mastery shards, and you'll get your mastery shards out in this port here. Alright, so what do we need to do? Well, one is we need to start hooking up all of the fluids to be inputted in. I think there's a total of 5 fluids that I counted. This is a little broken. Can I fix this? Yes, I hope that didn't break anything. Sometimes the copy-paste gadget doesn't place items 100% correctly if they're meant to connect, but yeah, it's good enough. I don't see anything else that's wrong in here except for that one stair. So yeah, we need to provide mana in here. And I think I tried it before with other setups. You cannot entangle a mana pool and receive it. The only thing you can entangle a mana pool for is getting redstone signals out of it. So, there's 2 ways we can get mana over here. One, we can do the same thing we did with our Stellar Neutron Activator and run a minecart all the way over, but that will just take a long time to get enough mana over here. Each one of these crafts are going to require 30,000 units of mana. Now, I don't know if this is per craft, or is it going to be the same as the Stellar Neutron Activator, because whatever reason, that thing said it only required a small amount of mana, but then it consumed it like instantly, like per tick. Like this thing consumed mana so fast. So I don't know if it's going to be like this thing, or is it separately, or it's going to be different. So I'm just want to get a massive supply of mana over here just to see how it'll work, and if it doesn't consume it, well, great. We'll have a massive supply of mana in here for the future uses, which there's only going to be 13 or 12 uses because there's only 12 mastery shards, but whatever. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to have to go back down here and figure out how we're going to get mana over. And I think I'm going to be using my second method, which is pumping it all the way over here with a series of mana pools, mana pumps, and mana minecarts. Mana pool minecarts. If you watch my streams, you know what that is. If you haven't, I'll have all the streams linked in the description and in the pinned comment, because there's 5 of them that goes over everything we kind of done to get to this point since the last episode. A lot of it I did off camera, but most of it's there. So, we need to get under here. Now, I don't want to break any of this. Yeah, you see, I don't really want to touch it. Okay, we don't need the copy-paste gadget. Let's clear our inventory and our dank here of all the stuff since we don't need it anymore. That's more or less everything. There's a few more things in here, like the turf and that, and the rocky dirt, and the dark oak. I think that's everything now. We can just put this all in the system here. Perfect. So, this is grass path, so we should be able to get under the grass path here. So let's break this one here. All we have to do is just replace the dirt, and then there's rocky dirt. So we'll replace those then later. So I'll just put this in my bag so I know that's the one to put back down. And if we have a look here, there's that mana port, there's that mana port. So I want to set up probably like a system underneath here. Let's see, can I switch to dirt? There it is. So if this is directly underneath it, let's come down around here so we can dig a straight line going that way. And then we'll be able to set up the channel of, or a series of mana pool pumps. So set this to square, and we just need to dig all this way until we reach the Gaia reactor, because that's going to be our biggest source of mana. Now the thing is, we're kind of coming in under the dome here, and I do have a big lava pool kind of near that, so I just want to go a little bit further. I think around here is probably good enough. Let's go back over here now and try and make our way out, and then go over to the Gaia reactor and see where we need to start digging down. Because I have an idea in mind on how I'm going to set this thing up. Because we need the mana to go down the way, and, well, mana pools or mana pumps and stuff don't work vertically. So you have to put it on its horizontally. Meaning we're going to have to come up with a special kind of system to pump mana down, probably using sparks. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So let's head back over to the Gaia reactor now and see where we need to start digging down. Okay, so this is how this system here works. You can see, like, these guys here were not providing enough mana, because when I was crafting all the different runes and everything that were needed for the mana collectors, all of these runes, I needed 100 of each one of them. And even all of these runes from blood magic, they required a lot of mana, and I also had to craft it like 1500 incense sticks. You can kind of see it's this one here. What was this one called? It just says incense stick is the output. I can't remember which one that is, but I needed 1500 of those for the stim packs. But that was using up all the mana. And these Cacamerluses here were not able to keep up. So there was so much mana being stored over here. I set up a mana pool with a dominant spark, which pulls from all of these mana pools. I've doubled up the layer of mana pools. Pulls from all of them, and then it slowly pumps it along, because this is like the only way you can move it, as far as I could see. So you just pump it from a pool into a cart, and then from that cart back into a pool, and you just make a train of these, or a line of these, all the way to where you want, and I have it here, which then kind of spreads out into all of these mana pools here. That's how we're going to send mana from here all the way over there to the tree. So what I want to do is kind of set up a bit of a storage section right here with a multiple of these pools, because I don't know how fast this thing is going to consume mana. Let's remove these. We will need these later on. Why am I sitting? Oh, I must have hit Z. And we're going to need rune holders and that later on, because we're going to need to be able to craft ourselves our World Shaper cog. I think that's the only other thing that we need these for. So the World Shaper cog, and then we'll make that. These aren't going to be any crazy recipes, are they? No, okay, they're fine. I don't want to get any more surprises of crazy crafts and things that are going to take days to do. So I'm just hoping now we'll be able to finish this episode and go straight into the next one. Right, put those away for now. So, let's look at mana pools. We're probably going to need like a couple stacks of these. So give me out 4 stacks of mana pools. I'm going to craft myself a bunch more carts. Craft me like 2 stacks of them. And then we can craft ourselves a bunch of these mana pool mine carts. And we'll put them away there. And that's probably enough for now. And then we look up mana again. And we get ourselves out a stack of mana pools and a stack of the mana pumps. We're also going to need sparks. So I'm probably going to need like 2 more stacks of sparks. And we also need a couple dominant sparks. Alright, cool. So we're going to take all of these here, and now we're ready. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to dig down here, and we're going to go straight down. So let me turn this into a small square, and we're going to dig straight down here. This kind of breaks into the side of our area here, and if you're on stream, you'll know what that is. I'll quickly explain it. There was a part in the stim packs that were needed for making our alchemy mastery shard, and that required potion flasks. I didn't realize how complicated these were going to be to craft. So you need regeneration and speed in one of them, and regeneration 2 and speed 8 minutes. And oh, here's the brew of vanity's emptiness. So this guy is the thing that took up so much mana to craft. And then you need the potion flask, which has resistance and absorption 2. They were kind of annoying to craft because we had a system set up that we set up on stream, and it was from immersive engineering. We had mixers and bottling machines, and they were bottling up all the potions, slowly crafting it, and yeah, it was going great. But then for some reason it kind of started breaking, and the fluids were being routed wrong. Even though I had the fluid router set up to whitelist it to go to certain places, it just didn't work. So we swapped it out for this setup here, which uses the alchemy imbuers from thermal series, and it works its way all the way up and crafts the potions. So you see in here the 7,000 regen potions. There are nearly 7,000 swiftness in here. This guy here is storing all of the excess potions, so this guy will just pretty much go forever until this tank is full. Which is cool, because then we'll have infinite potions. But then those potions are being pumped up into these entangled blocks, and they're being put inside these modular routers. Each one of these modular routers has a little activator module, which right-clicks the potion into the potion jar, and then using a little bit of source, the potion melder here will take at a 3-to-1 ratio 3 of each potion and create a multi-potion of absorption 2 and resistance 2. And then you just put a flask in here, and you have to fill that flask 8 times to have enough. So it was something like, I don't know, really like 50,000 potions we needed in total of everything. I don't know, I can't remember the number. I'll calculate it on stream. But there was requirements of a lot of potions. So you know what? I'm actually going to turn off these timers because they literally have no need to be running anymore. But yeah, so that's how we set this up. Didn't know this was possible, but yeah, you can automate it using modular routers and stuff. This guy here is just set up to infinitely right click at the back. So yeah, that's what this is. Right, back to our mana setup. So looking up here, we need to set up probably a bunch of pools that are going to run all the way down this way. Now, I don't know how far down our other tunnel we dug was, so I'll probably have to go back over and see what Y level that was on, so 1 second. Alright, it said it was on Y level 48, so if we keep digging this way, we should break into our tunnel that we were digging. Aha, here we are. I've been putting down a few fire lanterns because bats are spawning because it's completely dark down here. I guess the fire lanterns we have on the surface aren't reaching down this far. We'll just fill this hole in with marble, instead of dirt. So this is where we need to start filling in our, or sending down our mana. So this is kind of complicated, but I have an idea. So we're going to be using the mana pools up here first, and we're going to be sending mana down. Now, there is a limit to how far it can reach, so we're probably going to be starting about here. So if we set up a couple pumps and carts, so if we have a pump going off in each direction like this, okay, and then we'll have another pump pumping this way, okay, and same here, so this way, like that, and we'll put a pool here and here. Along with the carts, I'm also going to need some rail to be able to put them down. So we're going to put rail here, here, and here. And then we're going to put our mana pool minecarts on top of this. And they're going to start filling these guys. Then what I can do is have one more going this way and then just put a pool here. Okay? And I'm going to put a spark on each one of them. And these guys are going to be a recessive spark. Okay? So they're recessive. And you can see all the mana is being pumped from over here. I probably will need to move this closer because it only seems to be working on about a half of these guys. Because it's not touching the back corner here because I have automated the Gaia reactor. So when this mana pool here gets below a certain level, you know what? I could probably just change the block it's trying to read from. So if I look up entangled binder here and entangle, I don't know, say just the closest one. That way it'll definitely always be setting up. So you can see the redstone signal has now been deactivated because it's not got a strong enough redstone signal coming out of the mana pool. And the Gaia reactor is now back online and is being inputted in with the memory essence. So yeah, that's how that works. And then this thing's going to output and fill all these mana pools that are pretty much empty under there. So that's okay. We can leave that there. So now with this, we need to come down here. We need to come down underneath it here. I know I'm kind of wasting a lot of time showing you how to do this, but I just want to make sure you know how I am setting up the mana routing. And I want to come down quite a bit. I want to go down probably as low as the recessive sparks can reach. And I don't know how many blocks it goes, so I guess we'll just keep going down a bit and then we'll test it to see can it still send mana. If it can't, we'll move it up the way. And I kind of also want to cover this in because I don't want to be looking in there. Alright, there we go. So, let's try it about here. So, mana pool, we're going to put one here, and we're going to put a spark on it. Too low down. Okay, we need to go up a bit. Let's go up about maybe 4 blocks, and we'll try it again. I did put the recessive sparks on this thing, right? Yeah, I guess. Higher? Aha, okay, now it's working. So, you can see the mana pool here is now getting mana. I don't know if it going through the ground has any impact on the speed it transfers it down. I don't know. But what I want to do now is come out this way. You can see it's still a fair bit down. But yeah, will it be able to reach all the way down to here then? We might need to bring this down another level. Actually, maybe we need to do it like this. To make it come down a bit more, we'll bring it down this way. And probably about here. So if we come down this way a bit, that should be close enough to the bottom, right? Yeah, it should. So if we were to get another mana pool, stick it here, put a spark, put a dominant spark on it, it will pull from that mana pool, and then we'll set up a chain of them going that way, because if we set up another spark here, it's going to have a loop and it will never actually fill itself. So let me quickly set up this line of them here. Okay, so if we just line up all of the carts on top of the rail we got here now, it moves it all the way along, and then if we come down this way then, we should come into our tunnel again. There we go. And starting about here, we'll put our first mana pool, and then we'll put ourselves a spark, and we'll use a recessive one on this guy up here, so he will just pump it all the way down. He should be far enough away from the one over there, so he shouldn't try and send it back. No, he's not. Perfect. I could put a dominant one on this guy. I don't know if there's a difference between them, as long as, like, I mean, the dominant one only pulls from multiple pools. We only have one pool, so recessive is enough. Right, all we have to do now is go in a straight line and go all the way this way. Oh. I kind of wanted it at the corner here, so we might have to adjust this slightly. You know what? It's okay. It doesn't have to be directly underneath it. There we go. Right, now time to go all the way down there till we meet the tree. Alright, here we are. So, that is the final mana pool. Now, I don't know if I need to fill all of the ports. I guess we could try just filling one, because if we have enough mana in the one port, it should still work, right? If it doesn't work, we'll have to go fill the other ones, but it's just because they're a little bit further away in an awkward area, I don't really want to touch them. So what I want to do now is put a mana pool and have a whole bank of them here. So I'm just going to fill this little area here with mana pools. There we go. And we're just going to get ourselves out some sparks. And we're going to put ourselves a recessive spark on the mana pool below. But we're just going to cover these guys here in sparks. Like so. Come down here and put a spark on this guy and give him a recessive spark so that he will send all the mana into all the pools we just set up. You know what, I might actually set up another set of them, because I don't know exactly how much mana this is going to require, and if it doesn't require that much, well then it won't really matter. If there's that many more mana pools here, like it just means it won't take as long before we can do the next craft, which would be good. So if we just get all of these down, and now give them all of these guys sparks now as well, we know if we missed one, if there's no mana going into the pool. And that looks like all of them. Okay, so this is going to take a bit of time. So while that's filling up now, we can actually go ahead and start adding the fluids we want in. And also, we can fill back in the hole here, because I don't think we need to go below anymore. So we just grab out some dirt. Dirt is here. And there, it's back to normal. Right, I don't want to pump stuff down here or use ender tanks, so we're going to use entangled blocks. I think the only one I'm going to be using is life essence in the ender chest, or the ender tank. And the other one then is... no, not there. Okay. Entangled. I thought I still had the other tank from the ender tank from the lubricant, but I don't. I have put it back down over there. So entangled blocks, entangled binders. So we're going to put this here and that there. This is going to be lubricant and life essence. Over here is going to be deuterium and tritium. And it only requires one over here. So we're putting the ender tank here. So we'll just put the ender tank there. And I think it's red, white, red. Let's see, do we have any dye? Nope, we don't have any of those dyes, so craft me a stack of them and a stack of this. There we go, so if we put white in the middle and then red either side, yep, life essence, perfect, so we can hook up a pipe to that now in a moment. Right, let's go entangle these blocks with all of the different Supremium tanks that are holding all the fluids. First up, we have over here our tritium, so we'll go hook that up now. So we'll put liquid tritium here, and then we have to go over now to our mechanism area and get our deuterium. Our mechanism area, I don't think is over 1,000 blocks away, so this should bind. Go back and test it. If it doesn't connect, we know it didn't work. So liquid deuterium, perfect. Next up then is the starlight and lubricant. Our starlight tank is all the way over here at the Gaia reactor. So there's 445,000 buckets in there, so we should be okay. Damn, this tree is beautiful. So we're going to put that one here, and then we just need lubricants. Let's go over and get that. That's over by our immersive engineering buildings. We have 35 buckets. That might not be enough. I think I need let me double check. I think it's the energistics one. Let's see, where's that mastery shard? Or is it the... yeah, I think it's the engineering one. Oh, we only need 25 buckets. Okay, we're good. We have enough. I'm hoping it's only 25 buckets. It's not going to be like the mana, like the stellar neutron activator consume like 25 buckets in a second and not be able to craft anymore. If that happens, we're going to have to continue our biodiesel area, which I was working on stream. I have a bunch of squeezers making plant oil at the moment, but I don't have the fermenters making ethanol. If we set up the fermenters and the refineries, we can mix that together to make biofuel, and then turn that biofuel into more lubricant if we need it. So we'll keep an eye on that. If we do need to do that, we'll have to go do it. Right, you are still filling, and I think everything here is ready to go. The only thing I need to do now is put this stuff away and grab out some pipes and hook everything up, start exporting into their ports. So we got ourselves Starlight. We got ourselves lubricant. Over here we have life essence from blood magic. I don't think there's anything else that needs to go in there. If we need multiple or a lot of fluid, we can probably pump it into that extra port. We got a deuterium and tritium, so you guys export now as well, and you fill the ports. Each thing can hold 512 buckets, same as a huge tank from Enigmatica. And I think we're ready. I think this thing is ready to start intaking ingredients. Now, we could wait a bit longer for this guy here to fill. Oh yeah, I need to give the ports a spark. Same like we have on the Gaia reactor, that the spark is on top of the things that we can pull from the pools, or pull from the port to the pools. I need to do the same here. So I need to give you a spark and give you a dominant spark. That way it'll pull from the mana pools that are being filled by the recessive spark down below. This guy can hold, what's that, 1,000,000 units of mana? Yeah. That's quite a lot. Maybe we won't have to worry about it. We'll soon see. So, shall we begin? Shall we make our first mastery shard now? Why not? Let's do it. That's why we're here. That's why we built this tree. We want to get our mastery shards done today. So, all of these guys are labeled, so let's start off with our culinary one. So let's get ourselves our engineering student meals and our box of thankful dinners. Let's just double check the controller to make sure everything's still working. Yes, it is. Come all the way down here and to the input port. So in here, this is where we're going to input the items that we're crafting now. Let's see if the mana gets overconsumed. Okay, a bunch of mana did just go in, but it's not pulling constantly. Okay, we're lucky. It's not like the stellar neutron activator. It is only consuming the 30,000 units per craft. Thank God. I did not want to have to sit here for days waiting for enough mana to build up in the thing to be able to craft them all. Okay, so you can see now we are making ourselves our culinary mastery shards, and we need 50 of them. So it's going very slow, so it'll take time, but it's finally happening. Right, all we have to do is let these craft, and I'll be right back. There we go, a bit of time later, we got the culinary master shards. Right, next up then, if we have a look at the list of them here, actually, if I type in Mastery, I forgot to type those in. I want to lay all of these out and then knock them off the bookmark list as we craft them. So we completed the culinary, next up is Aura. So Aura, well, they have a lot of stuff. That's the culinary one, so we can remove that chest, we don't need that. In here's the Aura one. Now the thing is, it is full of Aura attraction carts and Aura troves, and a lot of rail and all that. So it's kind of annoying to carry, so we're going to have to get ourselves some cardboard boxes, and we're just going to cover everything here, because then we're going to pick them up and bring them down there, and then we can uncover them then. There we go. So we're going to be taking these two. Okay, and back down. So over here, we're going to put the two of them, maybe we'll put them here and uncover them. Right, so the thing is that there's stacked items and unstacked items, because some of them don't stack. So we're going to take out the items that do stack, and we're going to stick it in there first. So all of these aura detectors and everything, so they're all going to go in there, like so. And we're just going to put this away for a moment. And then it's going to require aura attraction carts and aura troves, and some rail, powered rail, and detector rail. So let's just add these in first and get ourselves activator rail, not detector rail. All of that in there, and it should craft. Yep, there we go. We got the first one going. So this only crafts one at a time again, so we're going to have to keep going until we are completely out of rail, and other stuff. So all of that go in there. And yeah, we'll just keep going until these ones are done crafting. And there we go, the 50 aura mastery shards. Next up then is ritual. I went ahead and went up and grabbed that chest. So we're just going to grab all of this now. Put all of these in here. Like that, and then grab all of these ones. We'll leave some of those ritual diviners in there because we won't be able to fit them all in. Maybe we can. Can we fit them all in? Okay, all but one, but there we go. Right, that's ready to go, and that is slowly crafting away. That is going to be using the life essence that we hooked up over there. But it seems like if it's following the same rule as the mana, it's only going to require a bucket per craft. So we're not too worried about that. 25 of them already because it makes 5 at a time. Right, let's go up and get the next chest. Right, so the 50 are done. Next up then is Aura. Now this is where like 200 of these rings of last chance come in. And there's a lot. But hopefully with this now, since it's pretty easy. Oops, did not mean to do that. And there's only one of these items. If I grab back out, like say a logistical cable, I should be able to hook this up with a pipe here. And it'll just keep pumping these items in. And then we won't have to like try and fill it in by hand, which will make it so much easier on our part. Right, now we just wait until they're done. As you can see, the first one's done. So I'm going to go up and get the next chest. And there we go, the 50 alchemy mastery shards. Right, remove this and remove these. Oh, square mode is on. Right, so next up then is astronomy. So this is going to be the astral sorcery one. So what do we got in here? We have a bunch of attuned Amara crystals, our 50 observatories, 50 mechanical saws, 50 igneous extruders, and 50 marble. I don't think there's anything else in here apart from 50 mantles. So in they go, and we get rid of this. And now we just need to get a bunch of mantles, a bunch of iridescent stars, and a bunch of attuned crystals. Put those in, and off it goes. This is going to consume up Starlight, which we have hooked up over there. There we go, it's crafted our first one, so now we just need to wait until these ones are done. And then we move on to the next one. I forgot I meant to be unbookmarking these as I'm crafting them. Next up is botanical. There we go, the 50 astronomy mastery shards. Now we need to move on to the botanical one. So, 50 of these, and all of that. All the mana collectors. Dump all of this in here. And now we need to start filling it all with these greater band of manas, which is going to be painful. But I think I might be able to get away with hooking up a logistic cable. Yes, I will. All right, perfect. So now we just need to leave all of these craft too. Okay, this one's nearly done. And I just realized I overcalculated how many flowers I needed. Yeah, I crafted 25 too many. Oops. How did I do that? I don't know how I managed to do that, but I guess there's 25 free extra flowers. So I was just looking at the Neptunium ingots, and it turns out I am going to need at least like 30 of the petite versions of it here to make all the shards. So you know what? They're not going to go to waste. The other ones are, but they're not. So yeah, I have no clue how I managed that, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So we got 50 botanical ones next, or done now. So next up then, I think it's the excavation. So remove this. And excavation, luckily I think this one is pretty easy to put down. That away, there we go. So all we need is all of the flux bore kits, all the mining gadget kits, the pedestal quarry kits, all the dimensional mine shaft, ore miners, liquid miners, a couple of these ore miners here, and a bunch of survey tools kits. So all of this go in here, and I'll just keep topping it up with the miners and the survey kits, and yeah, we should be good. And this is now giving us our excavation mastery shard. Perfect, and we get 2 at a time. Beautiful. After that then, next up is the battle mastery shard. That's going to be probably pretty easy to put in, so one more craft and done. And there's no more in here, so let's go get that chest now. Right, there was the last excavation. Next up is the battle one, so in go the mechanism mech suit and mecha tool. Yeah, there's the tool. And in they go. They make 5 at a time, which is great. Next up then after that then is the dimensional one. Now this one is probably what's going to take the longest to do because, well, all the teleporters, network cards, quantum entangled porters, and portable teleporters do not stack. Yay. So they're going to be an absolute pain to keep trying to funnel into the actual like crafter or the port, but I'm just going to have to do it slowly one by one. You can see how many chests now I need to go through, so this is going to be great. And the battle one's done. All right, perfect. So let's get down these chests here. So this is probably what's going to take the longest. And put them all down. There we go. Take off all of the cardboard boxes. And first up, we need to take out anything that is stackable. So nothing in there, nothing in there. Okay, there's the dimension cards, nothing in there. Here's all our network receivers and transmitters. And here's all our storage parts. Originally, I only had 25 of these because I miscounted them as well. So I was like checking everything while I finished stream and I realized I didn't have enough. So I had to craft another 75 overnight. Lucky enough, it actually did finish. I was hoping I was worried I was going to wake up to find out it wasn't done. But no, it did finish, so we're lucky. So the dimensional one is all of this stuff here because I read that as, 25 of them. So that's all I need for that. Nope, I do not. Right, all of these in here. And now we just need to get a mixture of teleporters, a mixture of portable teleporters, a mixture of the network cards and quantum entangleporters. And yeah, then we should have everything. So I'll be back once all of these are crafted. Okay, I don't know how I did it again, but I seem to have overcounted portable teleporters. How did I do that? Did I count 100 instead? Because I have, like, a lot of them left over, as you can see. Still no clue how that happened. Weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, that is the dimensional one. So next up then is the energistics one. So let's go up and get them chests. So, energistics. Let's see what we got in here. So in here we have all the turbine vents, structural glass. Alright, let's just grab out a selection of everything. Oh yeah, this thing is still full of all that. God damn it. Let me take out all them. There we go. And here we go. So all of that in. And ooh, can we actually fit nearly everything in here? Oh nice, we can fit everything. Because everything has to craft all at once. That's actually consumed quite a bit of mana over there, but it should make all 50 of them in one go. We should see 50 in here. It did consume the mana, so it should craft it. Unless this one takes a lot longer because it's a bigger craft. We'll head out and grab the next chest, and we'll see if if the thing is actually crafting. It did consume mana, so I'm guessing it did start to craft. Oh yeah, okay, I did expect that. It's the biggest one, so it is going to take a lot longer than the rest of them. So while that's doing that, let's grab the next one, which is the second last one, which is the engineering one, and then all that's left is automation. How close are we to this now? Oh, Wandering Trader, hello, what are you selling? Skulls, sword, useless. I don't need any of that, my sword one-shots everything. Oops, I did not mean to put that away. Yeah, then which cardboard box is that? I need diamond chest, there we go. 60%. Alright, let's just get this chest ready to go, and as soon as we see that, we can put the next set stuff in. It's a single chest, so we should be able to fit it all in one inventory in there. Right, let's see. Yep, we should be able to fit all that in there, no problem. There it is. Damn, I was about to say, where is this thing? Because it should be done by now. There we go, the Energistics Mastery Shard. Now we have all of this, so all of that go in there. Then we'll just grab out all the pipes and shafts. Okay, we might have to do this bit by bit. But there we go, we have 2 Engineering Mastery Shards, and that's them ones done, and last is the automation, and we should have everything for it. Okay, I was wondering why the second one didn't craft, and it is to do with the amount of lubricant we have, so we clearly do not have enough. So I will have to go set up the fermenters and the refineries and craft some extra lubricant, so yeah, I guess let me go do that. Okay, we should be making extra lubricant now. So I pretty much set up about, how many refineries here? 4 of them. They've got plant oil and ethanol being pumped into them. So they're maxed out and they're creating this biodiesel, which is going inside the what are they called? Thermodynamic processing plants. Doesn't require any pressure, which is nice. Just has to be over 100 degrees with some redstone, and that works. I have this guy entangled to a chest that's being exported with redstone. And same over here, all these guys here are being exported with potatoes. So they're all being exported in here and creating all of the ethanol, which these are industrial fermenters. And then you can see all the entangled blocks are creating all that now. So hopefully with that now, we should be able to produce enough lubricant to be able to craft the rest of our engineering mastery shards. So let's go see, are they being crafted? How are we looking? Okay, it has crafted a few. Actually, yeah. No, it's crafted 4 sets of them. Okay, so yeah, this is probably going to take the longest because of the lubricant, but I think all it needs is over a bucket, and you can see we are, yep, it just crafted another one there, I think. No, it's not. Oh, don't tell me this is like the thing where it is consuming it per tick, because that is what it looks like it's doing. Maybe I should disconnect it here just for a moment and let it build up inside the tanks for a bit. If that's the case, then maybe I should move on to the last one, and then we'll get back to this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So we'll leave those in there, and we'll leave the engineering ones here. Why not? So the last one then is the automation one. So let's head up and grab that automation chest. So I'll put the automation ones here for now. So we'll put the 3 of these here, collect those, and boom. What do we need? We need the crafters, the patterns, the interfaces, the assorted routers. We're going to need all of these. At least grab a good selection of them. Put all of this in there. And is there any other stuff apart from a bunch of patterns, a few manufacturing halos, entangled blocks, and some cable? If I put all of these in here, it should start crafting. Probably take out a stack of these and put the cable in. Right, let's see if it crafts ourselves one of them. I think I put one of everything in. Oh, wait, I didn't put any controllers in there. We'll take out a couple deployers. Now it should craft. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Automation. And that's actually going to drop down very quickly. So, yeah, I guess I'll be here for a while putting all these in. I think it requires 2 controllers. No, just 1 controller. Then what's it missing? I don't know. I'm gonna fix all this now. So let me craft all these. Okay, only 1 more automation. For some reason, when I was doing this, I somehow ran out of aura collectors. Is it aura collectors? Aura field creators. I must have like miscalculated that as well or something. But they're not that difficult to craft, so I requested like another like 75 of them because I apparently needed 100 of them. So yeah, so we got the 50 automation mastery shard. The only thing we're struggling with is the lubricant for the engineering mastery shard. So over here now, there is over like, I think 200 buckets now. Okay, there's about 400 buckets of it. So we could give it a go and see if it will craft a couple of them now. So fill this guy up here. That's all of it gone in. And let's see what happens. Actually, maybe we should wait till the thing's completely filled and then we'll try it. Right, the port is full. Let's add the ingredients in and see, will it craft them, and see how many a full thing of it will actually allow us to craft. So everything back into my inventory here, everything back in here. So all of that in here, and let's see how fast this thing's depleting. Okay, it's depleting very quickly. So it does require a bucket per tick to craft, which is more than I was expecting, because I thought it'd be like the mana. So maybe it's only the mana that only uses 30,000 per craft, whereas the fluids require it per percent of the crafting. Because like we're about to run out now. We've got only 100 buckets there. How close are we? 22. Yeah, we're not going to be able to finish it. So we did make about half of them with it, which is nice. So we'll probably have to wait till the thing's filled again, and then we should be able to craft them all again. As you can see, we're completely out now, so let's disconnect it, and I'll wait till there's over 500 buckets in this pipe again, or inside here. I think this pipe can only hold 128 buckets, so I'll be back when there's at least over another 500 buckets here. Alright, the thing has got over 500 buckets in there, it's got 100 in here, so there should be plenty of lubricant now to finish our, like, what, last 22? Only 22 more. Come on, you can do this. Only about 120 buckets left, and come on, you're so close. There's only 2 more to go. Please do it. Wait, are we out? Oh my god, I never put the last of the shafts in there. Okay, please tell me there's still enough in there. 48. Come on, 1 more. 1 more craft is all it has to do. 50! There we go. We managed to get all of the mastery shards. All 50 of each. And there's 12 of them. There we go. And there's no achievements for holding them here, but... oh, that's kind of weird. Okay, there we go, yeah. But there we go. We have every single mastery shard. And that's pretty much it for that. So all we have to do now, so I'm going to let them craft for next episode, is I'm going to come over here to our assembly line inside of our pneumatic craft building. because you have to put them inside this guy right here. So if I put all of these in here, this thing is going to grab a set of them, put them on that, and it's going to craft us the tokens. Yes. So there we go. So next episode now, we're going to be making ourselves the creative world shaper, and that will be the end. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell while you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.